Kandersteg is vitally important to the BLS and to road travellers alike. Motorists wishing to make their speedy way to the south find a service here where cars can be quickly loaded onto special trains, which are rushed through the Lötschberg Tunnel to be unloaded at Goppenstein at the far end. The fame of this operation is such that British engineers have studied it in connection with the proposals for the Channel Tunnel. But it's possible to ride the car carriers beyond Goppenstein, and these trains are a familiar sight on the south ramp, on their way to Isle, south of the Simplon Tunnel in Italy. In 1986, a record number of 882,000 vehicles were conveyed through the tunnel, of which almost a third belonged to visitors from abroad. No less than 51 passenger trains and numerous freight trains pass through the Lötschberg Tunnel daily. Near the centre is the highest point on the BLS at 4,100 feet above sea level. After departing Goppenstein in the Löschental, the BLS trains begin the descent to Brig, through a series of tunnels and avalanche shelters, down the wild Lonza River Valley, until a sharp curve to the left provides magnificent views down the Rhone Valley at Houghton. From Houghton onwards, the line clings to the north wall of the Rhone Valley, and passengers can appreciate the magnificent engineering genius of the original builders of the line. A good example of the engineer's skills are the fine masonry arches of the Kander Viaduct, which is perhaps the most famous viaduct on the entire line. Further down the valley stands the beach-tile steel viaduct, with its arch of 312 feet, no less than 255 feet above the bottom of the gorge, which can be seen to good effect from the South Ramp walk. Along the entire length of the South Ramp, it's possible to appreciate to the full the immensity of the task facing the engineers who are currently engaged in widening the line. Every bridge has to be widened, as does each of the embankments which are already precariously situated on the valley side. All the tunnels have to be cut out to their full design width, and whilst the magnificence of some of the old stone engineering has been hidden, one is bound to applaud the elegance of the modern structures supplementing the old. High above Visp, the small, secluded station of Lalden is the last halt for local trains before Brig. As the line approaches the valley floor, the BLS announce their presence in 30-feet-high letters. Finally, the line crosses the steel girder bridge over the River Rhone before arriving at the important junction of Brig, where the BLS hands over to the Federal Railways the sections of the trains going onward through the Simplon tunnel into Italy. At Brig, connections can be made with Swiss Federal Railway trains to Geneva, which thunder along the Rhone Valley. From outside the station at Brig, the world-famous Glacier Express departs at a more sedate pace on its journey from Zermatt to St. Moritz. This film can only give a brief glimpse of the work of this world-famous railway and of the scenery through which it passes. The only way to appreciate it to the full is to visit the region for yourself. You too will become fascinated by the BLS and its magnificent surroundings.